bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard, you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. You want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
So this woman is talking about what's going on with the government shutdown and everybody beginning to be a little bit worried when November comes, because apparently there ain't gonna be no EBT for nobody. And she's saying that, look, you take my EBT away from me, it doesn't even matter, because I'm just gonna walk out with whatever it is that I was gonna buy on EBT anyways. And on top of that, at the end of the video, she said she's already a thief. So it ain't nothing for her to just up the ante a little bit and steal more products. Y'all, I am DotSale. We got to talk about what's going on with this woman right here. Y'all just seen the video. Let's go ahead and run this back and let's break it down piece by piece, because this is absolutely insane. And I'll tell you this, when you start to take away people's food, that's when you see anarchy in the streets. A lot of people would think that we live in this modern society and everything's all sweet and peaches and everybody's normal and they're not savages anymore, and everybody is not able to go back to their animal instincts. But the one thing that you take away from people that will make them turn into complete raging beasts is their food. And specifically in her position, she's getting EBT, so a lot of the items that are bought on EBT are not the best for you. We've looked at that before, but this is absolutely insane, the way that she's coming off over this situation. Let's look at a couple of the points, talk about it, and then see what we got at the end of all of this.
This bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm gonna...
So I got a couple of questions just real quick as we look at this video. Are you going to begin to possibly get a job and go ahead and supplement yourself while the government shutdown is going on? Because I know one thing is that you should not be 100% dependent on EBT. And the other part about it is she's got a chain around her neck. She's got tattoos. She got the butterfly eyelashes going on. Looks like her hair is freshly permed, if it even is her actual hair. And she's got a nose ring in there that more than likely is fake, but could be worth a little bit of money. So couldn't you like supplement some of those things to get you through November and possibly another month, depending on how long the government shutdown takes, and you not resort to crime and violence over food that is given to you?
Have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard, you gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store.
And this is one of the problems that people have with retail, especially stores like Walmart that attract people like this, because like, honestly, it's not worth the check. What you get paid at Walmart does not equal up to what a security guard should get paid. Security guards should get paid a lot more than people that don't have to put their lives on the line. But oftentimes at places like Walmart, they expect you as a person that's at the door. A lot of times the people that are at the door, they're like, they could be handicapped, they could be in wheelchairs, they could be older women and different things like that. And they check your receipt. And if things don't check out, they're supposed to say something to you. But the second you say something to this person, she might just haul off and slap the sonic rings out of you. I mean, worst case, she just ends your whole existence right there. I guess, yeah, that would be the worst case. So, you know, we're seeing how this violence begins to come out when people's food is threatened. And this government shutdown is not good for anybody, but it absolutely is exposing the savages that are out here in the streets that don't want to take initiative into their own hands, because EBT is not supposed to be something that you get in perpetuity forever. It's supposed to help you out in emergency situations. And your situation does not look like an emergency because you can see it coming.
Telling you want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
And here she is at the end of the video confessing that she is already a criminal and she's already been stealing. So she goes to the store with her Snap, with her link card, and she'll buy possibly up to $1,000 in groceries, but then also still maybe like an extra $200 or $300 in groceries, because a lot of times when they're doing self-checkout or when there's a lot of groceries, they're able to manipulate and hide things, and it gets all cluttered because there's possibly hundreds of items in there, and they can start to skip scan, or they can take different types of labels off of other items that are more expensive. Like maybe she goes in there and grabs the most expensive steak, but then takes the label off of a pack of ground beef and puts it over that label. And then she's able to subsequently walk out of the store with a steak that might cost $50 for the price of, you know, some of the worst ground beef possible. You know, they got the percentages on there. It could be like 70-30 percentage. And, you know, she'll put that on there. So she'll get her ground beef basically for free, or her steak basically for free. So we're just seeing that the criminals are only going to get more brazen in these situations. And I think it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better, because we're not seeing any type of negotiations on either side, the Democratic or the Republican side of this government shutdown, that looks like it's going to end at any time soon. I actually heard AOC more recently say that she could see this lasting for a prolonged amount of time, even though she wants to get a deal done, which, you know, that's up to judgment. Well, I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think about this video? What do y'all think about the shutdown that is happening right now? If you get any government benefits, how are you going to adjust if you don't get any benefits going into November, which is going to be less than 2 weeks from now? And do you think that we're going to start seeing anarchy on the streets and a lot more crime if people do not get their food? And do you think one side of the government is going to cave in to therefore make sure that we don't get to a level of lawlessness and chaos within the streets and anarchy? I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. DotSale out. Wow. Look at this woman. She looks serious, though. I'll give you that. She absolutely looks serious. I believe her. I believe her.